You can't run away from yourself, because at the end of the day, you have to deal with yourself. You have to see yourself in the mirror. You have to deal with your thoughts. You have to deal with your habits. You have to deal with you. And if you're looking to jump into something such as drugs or alcohol, that's only going to deepen the problem. It's going to keep you in your head more so than it was earlier, because now you really cannot escape. There is someone who is trying to escape themselves. They think that they can have one person to save them. That one person that you should be looking to save you has to be God. Can't be any one individual. Even a psychiatrist can help you. But even when a psychiatrist is helping you, that involves you to invest. You have to invest in yourself. We are all on a self-love journey, whether we know it or not, whether we realize it or not, whether we like it or not. In order for you to save yourself, you have got to go within. Be it meditation, prayer, it has to start somewhere. But it cannot result from you going ahead and getting more alcohol or more drugs. That's not going to help the problem. And right now, there are so many people going through their own issues. You know, a lot of people didn't make it into this year because they decided to take themselves out because they felt like they couldn't handle it. Well, you know what? You can handle it. But you got to ask God for direction. You got to ask God for his help. Again, if you continue to run from yourself and you think that someone else is going to be able to save you, that woman can't save you, that man can't save you, they're probably trying to get through their own problems and their own predicaments. And when you decide that you want to go ahead and you want to jump in that person's face and ask that person to help you, you're going to get the same answers. You need to be seeking help in a bigger direction. Ask God to guide you and ask God to guide you to the right guidance, for the right counselor, for the right help. But you cannot expect a common person or a loved one to fix you, because you can't. That's something that's beyond them. You've got to, first of all, take accountability and say, you know what, I need the help. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to first talk to God about it and ask God for guidance. There's a lot of people out here hurting, and they are expecting people, common people, to come and fix them. It's not a toy that you could just take to a repair person and fix it. It is you. You in your dynamic self. You in your own individuality. We are all trying to get through life in a loving way. We're all trying to understand certain things that we don't understand. But when you go to God and you ask for guidance and you ask for direction and you ask for the help that you need, that's where it starts. When you're looking in that mirror and you're fixing yourself up to go outside in the outside world, you are facing you. You can look in that mirror and you can say, I love you. I want to understand myself better. I want to go out in nature. I want to get grounded. I want to take my shoes off and stand in that soil. And sometimes it seems like it is a long time that you might be waiting for the necessary answers. But it has to start somewhere. And it has to start with you. If it does not start with you, who is it going to start with? You have to be able to take that time. You can sit in silence, and while you're silently looking silent from the outside, you're having the conversation with God internally. Again, we are all going through something right now. And I can't say that my problem is bigger than yours, or your problem is bigger than mine, because it doesn't matter at this point in time. What matters is that you are looking at yourself and evaluating where you stand and where you want to be. Because you have to know what it is that you want at the end of the day. Nobody could tell you. And you can't keep reaching out to people to solve the problem that has to be solved and met within you. Give yourself that necessary hug. Tell yourself that you love yourself and shed the tears that you need to shed. Because you have to go through a cleansing process as well. Through all of this, there is a cleansing process. If you're carrying so much, trust me, I know. I know. I have carried so much stuff over the years, and sometimes you got to sit and you got to let those tears flow. Just let them out. Let go, let flow, and have that conversation with God. You know, there was a movie, was it Forrest Gump? And he had the sergeant was over him, and the sergeant was very angry with God. And he had to take that necessary time out on that boat or wherever he was and do the yelling and screaming and getting it out of his system before he was able to make the connection. What is it that's holding you back from that connection that you're trying to make with God? The connection sometimes is us. We're the ones standing in the way. We're the ones saying, you know what? God knows my problem. He already knows. But with you shedding those tears, with you making a connection and talking to God, now God is able to see you, able to reach you, able to touch you, able to connect with you. The connection has to be made. So if you need to do it, let us begin today. It is so lovely being you and your uniqueness and the experiences that you're having. These experiences are happening to you. No, they're happening for you. They're happening for you to be able to have a better relationship with God, for you to be able to make the necessary connection and to free yourself from whatever it is that you're going through. Know that there is an answer, and God is making the connection and making himself available for you to make the connection. All you need to do is just let it go. Let go and go to God. Now, I'm not a minister and I'm not a doctor, but I do know some things. So you be loving towards yourself and know that God is here for you, and know that it is so lovely being you in your own individuality and you being the unique person that you are. Thank you for joining us today.